Hello friends, and welcome back to another virtual story time with Miss Liz. Today we're reading a book about books. It is about a story within a story, and it leads to some unexpected events. Today's tale is Edward and the Pirates. It's by David McPhail and published by Little, Brown and Company. Let's see what bookish adventures await us in here. Edward and the Pirates by David McPhail. Once Edward learned to read, there was no stopping him. He would read cereal boxes at the breakfast table. He would read seed catalogs that arrived on the coldest day of winter. You can tell it's cold because there's a snowman back here. Edward would read the inscription on the monument in the town square. And, of course, he would read books, all kinds of books. Edward especially liked stories of adventure. When he read about Admiral Peary racing to the North Pole by dog sled, Edward was right alongside, comforting the brave dogs and urging them on. When he read that the bold outlaw Robin Hood was surrounded by the evil Sheriff Nottingham and his men, it was Edward who came to the rescue. See, he was imagining himself in these stories. And when he read about Joan of Arc leading her troops to victory, it was Edward who carried her shield and held it up just in time to deflect the blow of a battle axe. Sometimes what Edward read about seemed to become real. Once, when he was reading a book about dinosaurs, he was convinced he'd seen a Tyrannosaurus Rex looking in his window. Ooh. Oh, and now he's at my favorite place, the library. Next to home, the library was Edward's favorite place. He had his own library card and could check out all the books he could carry. One day, Edward found a book lying on a shelf behind some other books. The book was old and covered with dust. Edward blew away the dust and read the title. It was called Lost Pirate Treasure. He sat down and began to read, and the book started with these words: "Some pirate treasure has never been found." That does sound like an adventure. Edward started to read, and he was still reading when he felt someone tap him on the shoulder. It was Miss Torres, the librarian. "Time to go, Edward," she said. "The library will be closing soon." Edward checked out the book Lost Pirate Treasure, and he walked home, arriving just in time for supper. That night, Edward went to bed early, and he took his book with him. When the pirate ship was being tossed about on stormy seas, it was Edward who bravely took the helm. Sometime in the night, Edward felt his bed being bumped. What could it be? Edward sat up and looked around and saw he was surrounded by pirates. The pirates looked at him. "What are you pirates doing in my room?" demanded Edward. "Arrgh, we've come for that book," answered the pirate who seemed to be their leader. "We think it tells us where our treasure is buried." "I can't give you the book," Edward explained. "It's checked out on my library card. You'll have to wait until I return it." He's a good library patron. He's telling the pirates about the library rules. But do you think pirates care about the library rules? Let's find out. The pirates begged, but Edward wouldn't change his mind. They pleaded, but Edward folded his arms around the book and shook his head no. They even promised Edward a share of the treasure, but that didn't work either. "You'll have to walk the plank," threatened the pirates. But Edward stood firm. He was a very brave young man. Finally, one of the pirates drew his sword and held it over Edward's head. "Hand it over," the pirate roared. But Edward wouldn't budge. "Better be quiet," he warned the pirate, "or you'll wake up my mom and dad." Uh-oh. Edward had just finished speaking when the door to his room burst open and someone riding a huge white horse charged in. It was Edward's mother. She was dressed in a shining suit of armor and was carrying a lance. She pinned the sword-waving pirate to the wall. But the other pirates drew their swords and they closed in for the attack. Oh no! But suddenly, a flurry of arrows flew through the air, knocking all the swords away. A figure dressed in a green tunic bounded into the room, bow drawn and arrows at the ready. It was Edward's father. "Back off," he commanded the pirates. "Go stand in the corner." The pirates did as they were told. "Don't hurt us," they begged. Looks like Edward's mom and dad are a pretty intimidating pair. Edward felt sorry for the pirates. "They only came for this book," he explained to his mother and father. "I don't think they meant any harm." Edward handed the book to the pirates. The head pirate held it open while the others huddled close by and they were talking in whispers. After a few minutes, the pirates gave the book back to Edward. They said, "It's of no use." The pirate was very sad when he explained, "We can't read." The pirates want the information in the book, but they don't know how to read. "You can't read?" Edward asked the pirates. "Not one word," answered the pirate. "None of us can read." Oh. "I'll read it to you then," said Edward. That is, if it's all right with my mom and dad." And it was. "But don't stay up too late," Edward's mother told him firmly. "And close the window when you leave," said Edward's father to the pirates. As his mother and father left the room and went back to bed, Edward opened the book and began to read aloud. And he began with these words: "Some pirate treasure has never been found." And you know what, friends? We're not going to find out if the pirates found the treasure because that is the end. But the great thing about books is that you're invited to create your own ending. What do you think happened to the pirates and the pirate treasure? Thank you all so much for reading with me, and I will see you again tomorrow for more great books. Thanks for watching.